Yeah, okay, good morning, afternoon, and evening. It's the guy you should believe in. Dropping heat like every season. Underdog like Willie Beeman.
So,
classic like Dom singing.
Thursday night,
Like
Jags, Saints just wrapped up. It wasn't too far off, I feel like, on my predictions. Alvin Kamara did everything in his being on a football field except cross the touchdown line. So
the touchdown line, yeah.
The touchdown line, the end zone line, whatever the hell.
The goal line.
The goal line. There we go. What a game. It was the best game so far on primetime.
I didn't watch it.
As soon as we say that the Thursday night games are the worst.
Trevor Lawrence came into the game. He was questionable, sprained his knee last week. And I mean, he was running a straight line, but he had, I think it was 5 or 6 rushes for 60+ yards. Dog.
Did he look hurt?
He wasn't he wasn't shifty. Like, he wasn't moving around. Like, he was moving like just straight forward. He could run, but
did you not watch, Trav? You didn't watch?
I was testing the waters with Amazon Prime. I was testing the waters for Amazon Prime for a month. But my trial expired and I decided not to re-up. So
you missed.
I didn't mean to give you a stroke there, buddy.
I'm not
asking if you watched the game or not.
I'm not supporting Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, screw that guy.
I had to watch the
bro.
So 8 rushes for 59 yards tonight.
I tried to Trevor Lawrence. I tried to finesse with the Amazon Prime doing the free trial so I could get the Thursday night games, which worked. But I tried to cancel it when my month was up, and I thought I had canceled it, but I didn't. Once you cancel it, it says like you have 20 or 30 days to enjoy the Prime benefits. So I'm like, oh, cool. So it's just gonna give me another free month of Prime. But you got to scroll down in a little fine print that says continue to cancellation. So it charged me for another month. And I had to go back in there and recancel it. And then
you get your money
me.
back. Yeah.
But I'm like, bruh.
Why didn't you just
trick me, Jeff?
Why didn't you just do it for tonight's game and then get it prorated?
I don't know, because I didn't know if I could wait that long or not, so I just did it.
He wasn't using his brain.
Zane, you still haven't printed any of the White Men of the Week.
You haven't reminded me to print any of them. I specifically told you, I was like, remind me so I can go print these.
I forgot.
This is on you, right? I don't hold any responsibility on this podcast.
This was your segment.
Yeah, it's my segment. I don't hold any responsibility for it. I just, if something comes up, you know? I don't even know what I had for breakfast this morning.
All right. Do we want to jump into picks, or do you guys have anything you guys want to talk about before we start?
White Man of the Week candidates. Since we're talking about it, let's go.
I'm not talking about it till you print them.
No White Man of the Week. Trav, White Man of the Week. Congratulations, Travis.
Yes.
No, if I have to go White Man of the Week from last week, probably.
Facts.
You know when he records, it doesn't glitch out for him? Okay, what's happening?
We're ignoring you.
Okay.
Facts.
Oh, bro, Adam Thielen.
My goodness, yes, you brought it up. There we go.
White Man of the Week.
White Man of the Week this week. Carolina.
I was like, I know there's somebody.
Who does he play for?
Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, Carolina Panthers wide receiver Adam Thielen, 30-something years old, still snatching balls like it was yesterday for him.
Crazy.
I guess it was kind of yesterday for him. Congratulations, Adam. We'll get your picture up on the wall with the rest of the great legends.
You know how you messed that one Colorado kid's name up?
Yeah, I messed it up so bad. What's his real name?
I don't remember, but you should just put the first kid up there anyway, just because, like,
just keep him.
You let him on a little bit, so just throw him up there too.
I think his name was Ben. I think his name was Ben or something.
Yeah, throw Ben on there. Throw them all up there.
All right, so beforehand, I mean,
once it's given, you can't take it back. No. You know.
On TikTok, I made my pick was Jags. Zane made his pick in the chat in our chat, which was Jags as well. And Trav for whatever reason, you took the Saints. I don't know why.
I keep believing in that defense, but it's not believing in me. So
I keep
Okay.
believing in that offense. Keep believing in Alvin.
a little review of last week.
oh, dude, just don't just say this, say the record, bro.
Yeah,
Let's
just
move
go
on.
through the records.
I don't want to know. I
Trev
don't really
was
want to know.
6 for 15. Zane was
Yeah.
9 for 15, and I was 10 for 15. So I took home last week's win. I now have 3 wins, and you guys are tied at 2. That's all we'll say.
I feel like I should get like double points for getting a perfect week. Right? Like how rare that is. I hit the jackpot.
No, it's all right.
If it comes down to it at the end of the year and we need a tiebreaker, that'll be the tiebreaker. How about that?
All right.
Unless it's with me, then you lose.
Okay.
I don't see that happening, to be honest.
We're tied up right now.
All right, we don't really need to talk about Jags Saints. Everyone pretty much watched it tonight. We'll just jump into the rest of the week. There's only 13 games this week. We got 6 teams on a bye.
Yeah, and
For everyone who's a fantasy manager, this is the worst week in football.
Yeah, no, let me read. Once my team gets pulled up, I will read you all of the people that are on bye for me this week. Derrick Henry, T. Higgins, DeAndre Hopkins, Tank Dell, which he's out anyways, and then Dalton Schultz. I have 5 players on bye right now. I have Gus Edwards as my starting number 1 running back.
RB1, baby.
And then I picked up Rashid Shaheed from the Saints.
And
Got
you didn't
me
play him.
28 yards. No, he's in my flex.
Oh, you did play him?
Yeah, got 28 yards. Yeah, so I'm getting smoked this week. That's really nice.
It's one of those weeks where I'm hoping that I score 100 points.
I know I'll get 100, but I really wish now. I don't know. We'll get in. We'll talk about fantasy at the end. This is a short week, anyways. We got 13 games. We can pretty much, and a couple of these are pretty straightforward. So we'll jump into fantasy at the end. Falcons Bucks, first one. I'm going Falcons.
Bucks.
He's drinking the Baker Kool-Aid still.
I'm gonna go
I
Falcons.
love Baker. I have a little bromance with Baker, you know.
I don't even know what to talk about this game. It's just kind of like I don't know where to look. I don't know what to talk. Like Bijan's gonna run the ball. Baker's gonna find Mike Evans, and Desmond Ridder might throw a couple picks. Okay, like it's just I don't know. It's not very an exciting game.
It's week 6 of the NFL. How about we just get better?
Week 7. Raiders Bears. This one's a little bit more interesting.
I'm going Raiders. Raiders looking hot.
Brian,
Without a quarterback?
without Jimmy. That's why they're hot, because they don't
Yeah,
have
I
Jimmy.
hate Jimmy. I'm a Jimmy hater. Of course I'm going
No,
there. I
but
want
the
them to
Bears don't have a
succeed.
quarterback either. It's quarterback.
Oh, fun.
versus
You guys want to know a fun
list.
stat?
Yeah.
In December, the quarterback that ended the game for the Bears last week and that's starting the game this week, in December, he threw 2 picks to the Colorado State of Mind's defense and it was sacked 9 times.
Hell yeah.
This is a man who's starting in the NFL this week.
This is a man who's been through it. This is a man who's been
Week
through
9. I don't even blame him. 9 times. What did
Bro,
they have? They only
he's
played
ready
7
to
on
play
7.
for the Bears. He's
This is
ready
a
to play
man
for the
who,
Bears.
yeah, he's ready for that physical game.
He is. He's ready to play for the Bears. He's gonna get beat up by Max Crosby.
That's
bro.
why they drafted him. They're like, oh, this guy can take 9 sacks a game.
they're like,
We
they're like,
need
they're like,
him.
look at his neck, look at his chin. He can take a hit. They're like, they're on call with him. They're like, how many times you been hit? It's like, any concussions? No, great. Sign him. Like, you
Sign
hydrated?
here.
You drink a lot of water?
Sign here.
Can't be getting those concussions. We gotta have you drinking some water.
Dude, the hydrated thing is gonna be such a good joke when we have people that care. Okay.
It's true. The more hydrated you are, the less likely it is that you will get knocked out from a punch. because there's less room in your brain when you're hydrated. When you're dehydrated, there's more room in your brain for it to hit your skull and get knocked out.
I'm starting to believe it. I'm not gonna lie.
It's science. It's literally real. What do you mean believe it? I'm stating a fact right now. I'm not stating an opinion. This is a fact, a scientific fact.
Okay, who are you guys picking?
Of the Raiders.
Raiders.
Let's go. Jay Myers, Dalvin Cook.
I'll go
and
Raiders
Max.
too. Watch the Bears. Watch the guy come out and look like prime Tom.
Yeah, watch him throw. Watch him
is
throw
his Tom
5
Brady
touchdowns. Watch him throw 5 touchdowns tomorrow.
This is the new
Justin Fields just gets a cut. They
They
don't even
just
trade him.
drop
They just
Justin
cut him.
Fields.
He's on the waiver wire next week. Holy Moses.
Honestly, we might be the best podcast at making the worst predictions ever. We're pretty terrible. Except for me, obviously. I had a perfect week. You guys are pretty terrible.
I'm going Raiders.
Clean sweep Raiders, I guess. I don't know. I might change.
But now I'm kind of starting to want to root for the Bears just because I know this guy he might be him. He might be the one.
I know. I like by the end of this, I might change my pick to the Bears.
We'll go Raiders for now.
Okay, yeah, we'll go Raiders for now. Browns Colts. I'm going Browns, and their defense is just like I love Garner, love him, but that defense it's the best defense in the NFL. It's them and the 49ers to me.
Usually I always go for the upset Colts pick, but I'm gonna go Browns this time. Usually because the Colts, they're really sneaky. Nobody really thinks that they're that good, and then they come out and do great. But
I mean, look, last week they had PJ Walker, I think it was, who was their quarterback, and they were playing the Niners, and it was still a one-score game. Granted, CMC and Debo went out at some point, but still a one-score game when they have a backup quarterback in. So.
Talking about Browns or Colts?
Browns.
Yeah.
Deshaun's playing this week, most likely.
I don't think so. Let me look.
Kareem Hunt had a game last week. They got so that's moving as well. I don't know. Their defense is stellar.
Deshaun is questionable. If he plays, then it's not going to be close, but he's questionable. I would not be surprised if he's a game time decision and he doesn't play, which would be great for us because that means Christian loses. But I bet he's a game time decision because he's still questionable on Friday. We'll see.
I'm gonna ride the Colts.
Yeah, you have to. It's your team. You have to go the Colts.
If I didn't
every week, you have to go.
If I didn't pick them and they won, I mean, it'd still be kind of a win for me, but I gotta ride with them. So
Devin, you're the Broncos. You never pick your team. You're not even a fan of your team. You just love to hate them. That's why they're your favorite team because they're your favorite team to hate.
We'll get to them. There's some news in the backwaters of a certain town back east about that involves the Broncos. So we'll get into that later. Commanders, Giants.
Commanders.
Mm.
Jesus Christ! It's like we're asking him a calculus question every single time. Just pick a team.
I'm going Commanders too.
Yeah, full sweep.
Full sweep. All right. Yeah, if we're getting another week of Tyrod Taylor, even if we're getting a Daniel Jones performance, it doesn't feel great. This one is this one's going to be a good game, I think. Lions Ravens. I don't know. There's no running game from the Ravens. They still have a good defense. The Lions defense is impressed. This is a good test it game for the Lions to see what they're really made of, where they really stand and where the Ravens stand also, I feel like, in the hierarchy of the league too. So personally, this is so tough. I'm going to go Lions though, despite not having David Montgomery this week, and they're going to be running with a backfield of Craig Reynolds and Jahmyr Gibbs.
What a great name.
Right. And I mean, you have Jared Goff, right? He's been slinging the ball all over the yard. Amon-Ra's look great. I'm gonna take Lions in this one, but I'm not surprised if it goes the other way.
I have to take Ravens. They're my team. So Ravens.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Lions because Jared Goff is my quarterback. So I gotta root for him.
Trav doesn't make any picks on his own, like decision. He solely based all of his picks.
He doesn't
on
go by what he
external.
wants, right?
No,
Like
he goes
what he
on
wants
external factors.
doesn't apply to his picks. He goes,
Well,
it's either like statistically, yes, or it's like, I got this guy on my team, my fantasy team that I want to do really well.
because like, bro, if I'm like watching a game and I'm watching the Lions and like I have Jared Goff as my starter this week, it's gonna be hard for me to be like, man, get a pick. Come on, Ravens, let's go. Like I got something to work for me. So I gotta go for who I need so I can root for
So
him.
you're too invested in these grown men playing a game.
Well, the problem is that I believe that whoever I root for, I have like some control to
Jesus
like help them
Christ.
win. So yeah.
He's coaching him during halftime. Okay, Bills Pats.
We got
need to talk about
guys.
this. We got guys.
Going half ass out there, full speed.
Bills Pats.
Bills Mafia.
Bills Mafia, baby.
Clean sweep on that one as well.
Oh, did you guys actually? I'll after the picks, I'll talk about it.
Okay. Cards Seahawks.
Seahawks. Gilbert Alexander, baby.
See, we're making all these like clean sweep picks, and I just have a feeling. Although, if this is the week to go perfect, if anyone's going to go perfect, this is the week.
You
it's
just say
only
the opposite.
It's a
of what
13
we're
game
saying.
week. It's a 13 game week. Steelers Rams. The Rams are. I keep waiting for them to fall on their face, and they don't on the offensive side of the ball. It's not like they're winning games, but they're fantasy relevant all the way around. And I keep waiting for them to fall on their face on the offense, and they just don't. They just don't. But the Steelers do have a pretty resilient defense. But Rams, I feel like, are just their offense.
I'm gonna
is just a little too
I'm gonna go
high-powered.
Rams.
All right, Travis, are you going Rams, Steelers?
I'm gonna go Rams.
Okay, so clean sweep. See, I don't like having all these clean sweeps
I know, I don't like it either.
because it means that we're either all gonna have a great week or we're gonna have a terrible week. Chargers Chiefs. This one is interesting coming off the back of both games. Both games are very both of their previous games lead into this one in a very interesting way.
Mhm.
Do we want to wait for Zane or do we just want to go into it?
Let's just talk about it a little bit.
Okay. Chargers are coming off that loss against Dallas, right? Chiefs are coming off of that half-ass win against the Broncos.
Feels like a loss.
Feels like a loss, right? I'm going Chiefs. Because because at the end of the day, the tiebreaker is always Patrick Mahomes, right? As great as Justin Herbert has been and as consistent as he's been for fantasy, the tiebreaker is always Patrick Mahomes. And Rashee Rice is sort of emerging as that number one receiver role in KC. And I think we saw CeeDee Lamb dice up. I mean, granted, I think it was only 7 catches that he had, but it was for 110?
Yeah, he had a day.
The Chargers. Right. This is the day, this is the week where Rashee Rice or whoever it is, maybe it's not Rashee Rice. I'm hoping it is because I have him in fantasy. But whoever is going to be the primary receiver as a wide receiver, not Kelsey, this is the week to establish yourself and say, it goes Kelsey and then me. I'm at the top of the hierarchy. And I think going forward, then whoever establishes themselves in this game, that's who's going to be that number one option going forward.
Mhm.
I'm expecting a big game out of the Chiefs because this is also an in-division. This is also a division game, which matters. And point differentials matter because at the end of the day, the Chargers look like they're the only team that's going to be contending for a wild card spot in that division. Raiders and Broncos are out. So I expect the Chiefs to go ham on the Chargers this week. So I'm taking the Chiefs.
Oh, that brings it up. The Chargers, who they play last week? I watched the game. I forgot it was.
The boys.
Who's the boys?
Cowboys.
Cowboys. Yeah. Did you guys see the fight? The Chargers versus Cowboys fight?
Yeah.
There's just a cafeteria stained with beer. Just got old 50-year-old drunk guys with beer bellies just going at it. Just a royal rumble of drunk idiots.
Oh, I was talking about the at the
Yeah,
beginning of
Austin
the game.
Eckler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
talking
you're
about
talking
the
about
actual
that fight? No, I'm talking about the
Yeah.
fans after. The fans had a royal rumble. They're literally like picking up those hot dog concession stand lines things. They're picking that up, swinging it like battle axes. Okay, now
I did not see that.
yeah, I just stole a line from the TikTok I watched, swinging it, but like they were like swinging the hot dog. Yeah, it was crazy.
That's wild.
Trav, actually editor, who's also Trav, throw it up on the screen.
So who are you taking, Trav?
I'm
think
gonna
you had something to
go.
say.
I'm gonna go. Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are. I think both teams are gonna be looking to really like dominate because of the games they're coming off of. And so I think it's gonna. I hope it's gonna be like a just back and forth like shootout type of
Shootout,
game.
aggressive, fourth down
High
calls.
scoring, yeah. But I think when it comes down to that, the Chiefs are going to win that. Also, I think Justin Herbert is a little banged up, and I know his finger is like still broken, which
He still is playing.
it didn't affect anything, but still, like
Yeah.
I mean, after playing with that for a week, and I mean that could still kind of interfere. So I'm going to go Chiefs.
Is Swift going to be there?
No idea. Probably.
If she's there, I mean Chiefs, yeah. But I do want the Chargers to win, so I'm gonna pick Chargers.
He's just gonna go upset Chargers.
Where is the
Yeah,
game
I'm
in
going a little
Kansas
upset.
City? Is the game in Kansas City?
Let me look. I don't think it is, but let me find out real quick.
It really will be a shootout because the Chargers defense is terrible, but they have
the other thing is
offense.
It's Brandon Staley is their coach, right? Yeah, he's going to be even more aggressive against the Chiefs because he knows that if he gives Pat the ball back, it's game over, and he's going to try and use as much clock as possible. So
it's at Kansas City.
At Kansas City, yeah, Chiefs.
Of course it is, bruh.
Yeah. Okay, Packers Broncos. This is going to be a fun one. This is going to be a fun one. You guys are going to be surprised. I'm taking the Broncos in this one.
Okay, first time in the pod he's taking Broncos. Why are you taking Broncos? What's the T that you want to talk about?
Okay, so the trade's not going to happen this week, and I'm not even sure it's going to happen at all, but there's rumors right now that Philly called about Pat Surtain, and that they're going to put up pretty much everything they've gotten in trades up to this point because they don't have a dominant corner in their secondary. I really hope it doesn't happen because I love Pat, but at the same time, it would be great, and it would really kickstart the rebuild, and it would give it even more reason to trade Russ at the end of the season. Beyond that, that's like the rumor news. Beyond that, I like the Broncos this week. We've been getting beat up on, but our running backs are mediocre at best, but the Packers run defense has not been great this year. And so I think they can create a little bit of surprise mischief in the run game. And I think that defense coming off of that Chiefs game, although the Chiefs were very lackadaisical, I think that the Broncos have enough confidence coming off of that game where they're like, yeah, no, we held Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs to 19 points. Granted, like I said, they were half-assed, it seemed like, but that's a confidence booster, especially coming off of the last 2 weeks where they got beat pretty bad. So I'm going to go Broncos in this one. It's going to be like, I mean, for all we know, it could be 19-8 the other way. Favorite Broncos. But yeah, I'm going to take Broncos.
I'm going Packers. Green Bay, baby.
I'm going to go Broncos.
Okay. The other thing that I like about this game that I like the Broncos is that they have had a good opening script. That first 15 plays on that first drive has been really effective. And the Packers do tend to come alive in the second half. And usually it's just a little bit too late. So yeah, those are the primary reasons. The run game, Packers coming alive a little too late. I'm gonna take Broncos. This is the
Cortland Sutton sitting on my flex. So that's why I'm going for it. Come on, baby. Get him the rock, boys. Get him the rock.
He's been pretty consistent. He's had like what is he, 5 for 6 weeks with a touchdown?
He's got 4 touchdowns.
So 4 for 6. Okay.
Come on, baby.
Sunday Night Football. This is a big one. This is a huge one. This one could potentially be the Super Bowl. Eagles, Fins.
Ooh.
This is a good week to have this game, I think, too. It's not too late in the year where there's a bunch of film out to where they can, there's a good amount of film to where they can game plan for each other, but it's not too late in the year where tendencies are are concrete. So I like this being in week 7. I'm torn because the Eagles the Fins are the most explosive offense in the league, but the Eagles defense secondary has been shoddy. We were just talking about it with the Broncos game. But we all know that the Eagles can run the ball just like it's nobody's business. They can run like if they get ahead, and what they've been doing is they get ahead and then they just run the clock out or run the clock out.
Is it in Philly or in Miami?
It's in Philly, it looks like.
In Philly, yeah.
I'm taking the Eagles.
Tua versus Jalen, the Alabama. That's crazy.
I'm gonna take Fins.
I'm gonna take him too. I just really like Mike McDaniel. Like,
I think I've taken Philly every single week.
I know, and that's my thing. And I had this whole soliloquy planned out, which if the Eagles end up winning the game, then I'll do it next week. But yeah, we'll leave it at that. Niners,
I don't
Vikings.
even know what that word means, to be honest with you.
Soliloquy. It's like a monologue, like a drawn out monologue.
Just say that.
Bro, and Devontae Smith is that's crazy because like the championship game when Tua replaced Jalen Hurts, he threw the game-winning touchdown in overtime to Devontae Smith.
What if this time Jalen Hurts?
Oh, shoot!
Hey. Is this the first time they've played each other since being in the NFL?
I mean, I feel like they've played each other, but at the same time,
There's no way.
I don't think they have.
No, they have, because Tua's been on the Dolphins.
But I'm pretty sure this is the first time they've played. Like but
Jalen's been on Philly for, I think he got drafted to Philly, and then
years.
Tua got drafted to Miami, didn't he?
The same draft? No, I don't think it was the same draft.
Not the same draft, but they both got drafted to their teams, and they've stayed. So they have to have played before, unless one of them was hurt.
I don't feel like their divisions have played. Maybe I'm wrong.
Ooh, and Jalen Ramsey's back.
Doesn't matter.
Oh wait, he won't play Sunday. He won't play Sunday, but he's coming back soon. Gotta read.
Monday Night Football, Niners, Vikings.
Niners.
Yep.
Big Kirk, baby.
I knew you were gonna do it.
No, I'll take Niners.
Oh, you're gonna go clean. Okay, clean sweep. I'll take that off. Yeah, Purdy last week. This is the first time we've seen
they have
him.
a lot of injuries, but
last week was the first time we've seen Purdy not up by 20 and like with the ball in his hands, last drive, here we go, right? And despite their kicker botching the absolute hell out of that field goal, he's for real. He did it. He did what he needed to do. And I don't think the game's going to come down to that, but I was happy to see that he showed up. Okay, this week is either going to go terrible or great, boys, because we have clean sweeps on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games, and then Trav and I are in the same boat on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. So Trav, we're either walking out of this week winners or we're walking out of this week.
You know what? You know what?
shambles.
Put me down for the Vikings. Put me down for it. I thought about it, had a deep, whatever the word Devin said before in my brain.
Soliloquy.
Yeah, had a deep soliloquy in my brain. And now I want the Vikings. Put me down for the Vikings.
Okay. Last opportunity to take the Bears over the Raiders. Is anyone gonna do it?
Definitely not.
Bears or the Raiders? Who do I have on my fantasy team?
You got to be a moron to take that.
I'll
David
take
Montgomery
it.
is an ex
I'll
Bear.
take it, bro. I'll take it.
There you
You're
go.
gonna
Just
take
do
it?
There
I'll
you
just
go.
do
There's
it.
one.
Yeah, why not?
There's
Doing it
one
for
of
the
them.
memes. He's doing it for the memes.
Dang it,
Okay.
they really got Jacoby Myers and Tay Adams. Oh man. Oh well, who cares?
Trav's just selling on the week. Okay.
Take it. If I hit it though, that's double point. That's 2 points if I hit that.
That's not
Okay.
2 points. Going perfect should be 2 points.